No? Question mark?
It's a bush. It's a bush's cans of beans.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm okay. Anyways, moving right along. Did you take note of that wind?
I did.
Okay, did
Um,
all of it or just some? Got it.
Yeah.
And then for the last thing.
Reminds me, I need to change my Facebook profile picture.
your Facebook profile picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it to something that I got for my workout last.
I'm doing that now.
Oh. Cool.
Pull it from the text messages.
Okay. Made a note.
Okay, so, as it were, actually gonna choose somebody. You know what? I don't think they've done this in a while. Chaos. Can you,
Okay.
please go ahead and describe what happened last session?
All right. I will say I did this 2 sessions ago, but
That's fine.
All right. So after the battle with the hag, we all actually introduced ourselves to each other. So everybody got to know Arcanus. And we left the underwater temple thingy and swam to the surface to be greeted by guards with crossbows. After determining we weren't a threat, they gave us chicken noodle soup. And we went to see the mayor. The mayor then pulled a pistol on Ravana, take as a hostage. I cast Mage Hand on the hammer of the pistol, so he couldn't fire, and then through a couple of spells, he got knocked out. So the mayor was looted of all his belongings, and Gabriel swiped the revolver. And apparently the mayor had been under the influence of the ring that we took off of him for almost a year, resulting in a loss of memory. And there was a lot of chitter chatter, and we're going to be getting ready to leave.
All right. And does anybody happen to remember what the ring looked like?
It was the signet with had a skull. Yeah, I should have written that down.
Gold.
It
Gold
is
skull with ruby red eyes. Well, red eyes that are actually rubies.
Perfect.
And he had a dagger.
How was it described again? Gold skull with what?
A gold skull with ruby eyes. And he actually had a dagger, a comb, assuming for his hair and or beard, the signet ring, and a pocket watch, which a certain somebody now owns.
Okay. Signet ring.
Who has pocket watch?
Our Miss Z.
Oh yeah.
I do.
What? I'm pretty sure it was Seer that swiped it, wasn't it?
Oh, Seer.
It is Seer, I believe, that did swipe it.
Darn.
I'll take the dagger.
Took the dagger.
Who did?
But I can cast gun now. But I'm not very good at it.
I don't think anybody is.
Is gun simple weapon?
No, it's martial.
Darn.
I believe Seer has both things, but okay. So, with all that said, you go ahead and kind of finish up your time in a small snow village, snow town, if you will. You go ahead and you do get a long rest. You do get to stay obviously for free. All your meals are paid for. As well as anything else you might need that is of a lower cost value. So, lodgings, food, that sort of thing. Ravana does eventually recover from her shock, and she does go back to her sort of, well, now it's her shop, as it were. So
Potion.
she does do potions. It is a potion shop. Smaller, but she is able to make potions for you. If you want her to go ahead and sell you a few before you leave, that's something you can definitely do.
Oh yeah, weren't we supposed to get a official payment? Because I pretty much wouldn't let the dude out of the shackles until I was like, "We're still getting paid, right?" Right.
He does go ahead. He does write that letter for acknowledgement that you guys did. Go ahead and help the town, and kind of a letter of recommendation to be properly compensated once you reach Fort Snow Range. He is unable to pay you quite as much. He does kind of before you leave, he is able to pay you it's a portion of what you would have gotten, but it's still something. He's able to pay you each 10 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
'Cause I know he was saying, he's like, well, we don't really have all that money. He's like, but I can. There's a few things I remember him saying.
It was the recommendation. It was obviously he would supply you for the venture. So the potions, he already gave you those. And then is the reward upon completion, which was 40 gold each. Unfortunately, he does not have the amount for 40 gold for each person. He has enough for 10, so he is willing to part with that.
Please part.
At this point, I'm still looking for my person I came with. I'm confused where they went.
Yeah, funny enough about that. As you go ahead and do look for them across the town, they are no longer there. You cannot find them anywhere.
I would like to go to some guards and everything and just ask if they saw my partner.
Yeah, no, they kind of look at each other then and just kind of think for a moment, before kind of shaking their heads like, no, we haven't seen anybody leave recently.
What?
I would like to visit, before we leave town, I'd like to visit where they put their bodies at. They changed the location, put it in a morgue, or where they got them located.
I really feel like the issue wasn't the location, but the occupant.
That's
I'm not asking. I'm not.
okay.
I need a.
I don't
need a
think they
location
would
dead
have
body.
been able to transfer bodies just yet. The only bodies recently are those dismembered bits.
Okay, so
Probably were cleaned up.
one at a time here. First off, let's go and finish what Baker was doing. So as you kind of approach Baker, and they let you know they haven't seen her at all, what would be the next thing that you would do?
I would like to just reach in my bag and see, based on these notes, I was given like instructions, what I should do in case of, something happens like this.
There's really no notes specifically on this sort of situation. It just tells you the location of the issue, and kind of the situation, and describes, kind of what has been going on. But it's not like it's some sort of manual. It's like in case of this, there's this to do. If there's a case of this, there's this to do. It just tells you the situation rather than anything else.
Damn. Where the hell could have they gone? Wait, I wasn't even gone in that, like, 3 hours and they gone missing. And basically, I couldn't find them once we came back.
Now,
Strange.
yeah, I will say, for the sake of brevity, you look at all kinds of places, kind of ask around. You cannot find them anywhere. Next, Kenton, there was something you wanted to do? Sorry, Gabriel.
No, I was just it feels like wondering about like the bodies and things. Like, I don't think anyone can mobilize quite that fast, but if as far as go around in town, did they have any way I could compare? Found out very little about this signet. Would town have any access to heraldry, or is that not
The closest, probably not here specifically, at least in a vast amount. The only person that has any sort of records or knowledge, well, in this case, is now Ravana. When you do visit them and they look over the ring, they are able to pull out a few tomes and kind of look over the information. And from what they can find, there's no real house or any sort of group, as far as the records show that they have, that matches this sort of symbol.
right? Okay. Unknown where, how old. Okay, I getcha. So nothing local.
Right.
No, I understand.
I'm trying to see. They have a certain thing. One moment, please. I mean, you could always wear the ring and see what happens. So there's that.
Good.
Good.
There's a possibility.
Okay. As that's going, Seer, what were you doing?
Basically, I'm gonna sneak. I need a body that's dead, verbally, and humanoid. So that's what I'm gonna be searching. Don't know where. I can't remember. Did they move them yet?
They did not
or
move them.
where they put them?
They did not move them. Really don't have anything per se. So I presume you kind of want to do this kind of sneakily, correct?
At night, preferably, yes.
Roll me stealth check, please.
All right. Cause this is on frown upon. I have to do this stealthily. If I
You do. Okay, and then. Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
I'm looking around, looking for the bodies. Body. That's all I need.
I just kind of sneak around and look around the area, seeing if there's anything you can actually find for your needs. Unfortunately, any bodies they had were already thrown to water. This is before you guys found out that there's probably some shenanigans going on. And any other bodies aren't really recoverable at this time. So unfortunately, even as you sneak around, you don't get caught or anything. but at the same time, you really aren't able to find any bodies.
Willing to go into that water. I'm willing to go. I just need something.
I
Need
mean,
it.
you don't have any water breathing potions, so there's going to be some checks involved if you want to dive into the water.
I got that one that we didn't lose, so I'm gonna take that one. I'll lose that.
But we gave it to the mouse.
You guys did give it to the mouse, and you gave one to Arcanus as well.
Unless you didn't use one on your way up.
I didn't lose one. On my
Conveniently,
way up.
I didn't, but I'm not going to give you it for sake of taking a corpse.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat there.
Because if you just take a corpse, no. If it's from someone who attacked us, sure. If you just take a corpse that was someone who was buried, I'm gonna be real mad.
I don't have a problem with it, but my god would, so I also cannot condone.
So I'll ask again,
This
Seer.
is supposed to be a stealth message.
So I'll ask again,
It's
Seer.
stuffy.
Are you sure you want to dive
Alright.
into the water and try and get a body?
Because it's pretty hard not to be noticed when you're carrying a body back to the pretty much place where you always go to.
Plan was I go in there, cast this spell. I'll do it later. No, forget it. I'm not going in the water.
Okay.
Get
Alright.
it?
All right.
It just all depends here. If if you want to ask for help, without going into what our characters judging your thing, I also be like, I want to do that. Sure, will not be happy, but I will not help you. What answer you'd be given? I don't think anyone. If you don't get caught, you don't get caught, my friend. But not gonna help you rob a corpse.
I just need the bones.
I understand.
I was gonna cast this spell. All right. Let's move on.
Seer,
Move on.
We'll get you more bones. I
Yeah,
assure you,
you'll
there will
have-
be bones on the journey.
You have your chances. Just I really suggest probably don't do it here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going back to my cabin, little carriage. I'm going to sleep.
All right.
See y'all tomorrow.
Rolling up in your hag skin.
I was about to say, I see Seer just like this big, tall, hulking, sad, hunched shoulder, just like, oh, no bodies today.
Oh no. Okay. And was there anything anybody else wanted to do besides that's been discussed already?
Not in town. I just kind of want to talk to Gabriel afterwards.
Okay.
Minute.
Where'd Gabriel be at this point?
Depending how long it take to research the local records about heraldry, however long that would have taken. Afterwards, either help with the caravan being set up to leave in the morning, or if that's done, at the lodgings. Zoom.
I would say at this point, given how little information, there's probably not a lot to go over, or try and look through. You would probably find at this point, Darian, Gabriel at the caravan, kind of helping organize things, getting things put back together.
I would like to just speak in Draconic. Hey, Gabriel. Are the Snowlanders usually people of honor and pride? Just mostly honor.
I would say that yes, for the most part, lenders would hold honor as any other person. Everyone would have their bad apples. We are not immune to the effects of crime and criminals. Punish those that need to be done. My family is perhaps a little more inclined to uphold the laws or we're not gonna be a jerk. I'll be kind. Try to not be rude, mean, or cruel. But yeah, in general, in my family, hold quite a bit of honor. I
So,
profess. I attempt to push Blanca's tenant, the White Sovereign. She's one I have felt close connection with when I was young, and I'm not quite sure how else to go into it. The journey here is explore these tenets of life. But I ramble. Yes, I would say honorable with the tenant of my family, my heraldry of the Snowlanders.
So, one of two things either happened. Apparently, my partner who came here with us, came up here with me, which either got kidnapped or ditched me here.
Well, oh yeah, we did indeed on the side of the road. Fantastic companion on this caravan. Would you like to formally written the competition, as it were, as a god, until we discover the whereabouts of your companion, abandonment, or disappearance? There were some mysterious disappearances recently. Were unable to notice their corpse among the piling that hag bodies.
Well,
Had misfortune fallen elsewhere. Actually, have you asked the locals? You were supposed to meet her here. You're supposed to arrive here together, were you not?
yeah, we came here together. You assisted me in taking down the bats, saved their lives. We arrived here. A couple hours later, we were just talking. Then we went down and dealt with the hag. When we came up, I looked all over. They were nowhere to be seen.
And the locals attest that they have not seen her either.
No, they've not seen anyone enter or leave, from what they say.
Well, while I try to not butt into other people's affairs or whatnot, if you would like me to aid you in my connections, if I can get a hold of my tribe or some others, I'd be more than happy to use a few connections to see if I have seen them were ditched. What a terrible, terrible idea to have a dereliction of. But I really can't think of anything else. Not much we can do out here in the middle of nowhere, you know. We gotta.
So I'm honestly kind of lost to what to do at this point.
Nonsense. The fates of many have been found forged in the roads of journey. Come with us. Join us. Once we arrive to the Fort Snow Rain, we'll look into where she may have appeared or disappeared. And if not, well, you can always take your next assignment.
I honestly don't know my way around here too well. She was like the guide. I was mostly the muscle to deal with it.
I understand. As much of
Because
a
I'm
guide
not.
as I see myself as muscle,
Yeah.
there's much to be learned. Join us.
'Cause I-
Seriously, join us.
Yeah.
Come. I'm sure anyone here would vouch for your what's the word for it?
Capabilities.
And capabilities. You've proven yourself several times over.
Sure.
And if you're truly concerned about what should I do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'll worry about that tomorrow. We'll worry about that the next. Join us in this journey, this adventure. Look at how. We were destined to come across paths with you were with her and not. Join us for this grand journey. Truly, test your metal against the next things that nature might throw. A sea hag, abandoned or hiding away in a local nowhere town, raising the corpses of the dead. How could you possibly ask for a better story to be told? Excuse me. Better story to be told at your place of employment. Imagine the additional stories that on your journey back to the headquarters or wherever. Grand adventures. It's so fulfilling.
Very well. I don't see anything else I can do right now. I'll just follow you guys.
Excellent. Join us. Take that frown upside down. Enjoy a meal. Enjoy a fight. I'll give a nice. I will attempt a big roar like, ha ha! The Snowlands are truly one a place to truly test yourself.
All right. And as you go ahead and kind of start setting up, I will say without detection, you are able to make it back to the cart before they leave. So we'll just say that. Arcanus, is there anything you would like to do before leaving?
There is actually.
What's that?
Is there a kind of religious temple or anything like that in this little town? A church of some kind?
There is not. Unfortunately, it's a very small town, so they don't have very much.
Got it. In that case, I will approach Gabriel, who appears to be the recruiter. Gabriel, that was your name, right?
Correct. Arcanus, you're a wonderful find. Glad you weren't missing a limb or someone's leg mutton for the evening. My goodness.
If you hadn't stumbled down there any sooner, I may have been missing one by the time you got there, so thank you again. Do you mean to look into this Black Lotus business?
I believe these things, while not my business, maybe I should look into them. What other fate would there be for us to stumble across? I would be remiss to ignore Black Lotus. Terrible business. Absolutely terrible.
I agree.
I
Well,
intend
allow
to
me
look into it.
to... Oh, go ahead.
I intend to look into it. I just had a conversation about that. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, you know?
Indeed.
We do have a different task in order. The race, journey to supplies the Fort Snow, and on the way, I believe best to look in. But after these events, I believe my next journey to look in cult sorts. Quite sure what else to do after the point. Like a good marker on my journal. Why not?
Naturally. Well, allow me to offer my services. You saved my life, and therefore I feel I owe some sort of debt to you and yours. And if you are striving to protect the people of this town and all places across the snowfields, then I would offer to help you. If you're hiring or whatever.
I'd be more than happy to bring it to the caravan master. He is the one who has the contract payment. Of course, truly, I could not imagine it being that big a deal. I mean,
well, I'm happy to go through any sort of interview process that would be necessary.
Certainly, I'll.
As you mentioned that, just out of nowhere, kind of from like the side of both you around the corner, you see popping out around the corner. Mike's like, "You're hired."
Wonderful, simple.
Whoa!
Best joy in life.
Arcanus is remembering the last time somebody hired him without any kind of interview, and he's very concerned, but he's like nodding positively. Good, good.
And Michael ducks back around the corner.
I suppose that settles that then. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go eat a lot of food because I was sleep and food deprived for several days, and if we're to make a journey, I should be full.
I agree.
So I will say they are going to be able to supply a lot of food for you on the carts because they are getting ready to leave.
Nice.
Lots of dried fish. Lots of dried meats as well. As well as there's not really like a lot of bread, but there are some sort of root vegetables. So potatoes, carrots. There is spinach as well, and cabbage. There are also some very unique root vegetables. There's called what is a snow beet, which is a very exotic and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's known specifically in Nora. But it's a snow beet, and it has almost like a bluish color to it. It tastes exactly like a beet, but lasts longer and it thrives in cold weather. So, and you get a bunch of those. Actually,
Arcanus just eat those raw.
actually, funny enough about that is that they do specifically with the snow beet is they actually slice them up into thin slices, and they can actually put them in like the snow like that. And imagine if there was a chip that was cold.
Oh.
It tastes. It has like that beet like taste to it, but it seems to have been slightly salted. It's just like a chip, but it's just cold. It's not like hard to eat or anything. It's just a cold chip. So if you want to, you can munch on those for a while.
Perfect.
So, without further ado, Z, no, I'm sorry, not Z, Tesh.
Yes.
I assume, can I assume rather, since they are getting ready to leave, that you are in the carts already?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be hanging around here on my own, so yeah, I'll be hanging around the carts. Ready to go.
And Z, I can assume that you probably look for Tesh.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, fine enough. Being as sneaky as you are, you do eventually find Tesh sitting in the cart, and Tesh, you find Z hop in the cart. Z,
And her eyes are super shiny.
would Z hide the thing from Tesh, or would
From Tash? No.
Okay, so you probably see Z holding a large bag that looks to me full of stuff.
Fully expected. Anything good?
Tash. I'll look around. Is anybody in the cart with us?
Make a perception. No one's inside, but to see if anybody's see anybody around.
Perception. Over there. Perceive things. There we go.
Look around. Funny enough, you hear for a moment like Michael seeming to talk to somebody close by, but eventually after you kind of wait a few moments and it kind of fades away. And from what you can tell, you seem to be alone.
Okay. I will open the bag and show Tesh the contents. So
What do you have?
what did I find? I found a bunch of coins, some gold and silver and copper, lots of copper. There's a couple gems in there, shiny. I don't know what color Ozred is, like purple.
I think it's a blue.
Blue.
It's a bluish color.
So 2 blue, one's darker blue. And then there's like this fancy looking cigar box. I'll like pass it over to you. You open it.
Oh, yeah. Of course I'm going to open it.
There's 10 cigars in there.
Neat.
And then I'm gonna show you this piece of paper. I'll pass it over to you.
All right.
And it's
Oh, good.
Excuse me.
it looks like a deed to some land.
Ooh.
And so he's gonna be like, I don't know where that is, but I'm landowner now. No, actually, does the deed have the person's name on it?
I don't think it usually does.
It
Well,
does-
it might.
It does not have the person, a person's name on it. It just basically says, long and short, whoever holds the paper for this deed owns the land.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah.
You do notice, Tesh, as you're kind of holding the deed at this point, there seems to be a little, almost like almost like a post-it note on the deed.
Okay.
It seems to be like a handwritten note.
All right. What's it say?
And as you kind of look at it, you do see it seems to be in handwriting, and I'm not sure whose. It says, after investigation, we have found that while there is a building on the land, the building seems to be supposedly haunted. Further investigation is required.
Oh, all right. Looks like. Did you see this? Looks like we got a haunted house.
What? Aw, damn it. Well,
I don't know. Well, if people are too scared to go in there, there's probably all sorts of cool stuff.
that's true. Oh, we do have that camera. Wait, who has the camera?
You do.
Okay, I do. I couldn't
I
remember.
don't know. It bounced around a few times. So.
Yeah. Okay, I do. Cool. Well,
All right.
we can deal with that when we get there. It looks like it's up north. It's like up near where we're headed, so maybe we can stop there.
Yeah. Well, since you own it, we can spend the night there, right? And nobody will be mad at us.
Nice.
And that's how overnight Z owned her own mansion.
Louise's Manton.
Oh
Home
no!
Wait, what?
Luigi's
Luigi's
Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion. Oh no. Haunted Mansion. No.
I just picture
Yeah,
Scooby Doo
these.
shenanigans.
Go.
Oh my god! That's
All right.
gonna.
Oh. I almost forgot. Oh no, had I already showed you the gun?
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
I'd
Before.
already showed you that. Okay, never mind. I was like, oh.
You have a gun?
No.
You're not.
No, I'm just
Not in there.
asking
You
out of-
don't know anything.
Oh,
Don't
well,
know
I'll just-
anything.
I'll look at Tash and be like, crap. I was gonna like use that on the bad lady, but I didn't get a chance to.
Wow,
My bad.
that's understandable.
Oh no.
Oh well, you know what? It's still a surprise.
Probably a good thing because I have no idea how to use one of these things.
Neither do I.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, if we fall into some bad times, then at least we can sell it and
Yeah.
get some gold.
Get some fat loot.
Oh my god!
Well, I guess since I didn't use it, you know what? I don't think I should tell the others about it yet. Maybe we'll need it later.
Maybe. But we'll see.
Okay. I'll bundle up the bag and stick it in my cloak.
All right, enough. As you all kind of pack up your stuff, eventually, you hear the shouts of Michael as he goes ahead and gathers everyone, calls them to get ready to ride out. He does announce that you will be riding overnight, since the horses have been fed and almost magically imbued, and the rider themselves will kind of be taking the reins since they have lost time. So you will be sleeping in the wagon probably for the next couple of nights. So,
Okay.
as you head out and ride off, I have a question. Who has touched the ring?
Yes.
No.
The signet ring?
No.
The signet ring.
Oh, no.
I think I was the first
Nope.
person to take it off.
Z, who
Did I?
unlocked the lock of the chest?
No. The signet
The,
ring.
the signet ring.
I
I
know,
think-
but it had to be retrieved, right? I didn't
I think-
retrieve it. Like,
I think I
No.
took it off of him.
okay.
It was either beer or seer.
It was
I-
beer.
Because I'm the one who I frisked him
right.
for everything he had.
Because the mayor was wearing it, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Somebody tried to identify it though.
We don't have identify. No one. I know.
No, but somebody used either occultism or arcana.
I'm
to
looking.
try to
Yeah, that was
Uh,
me.
Okay.
That was me.
Okay.
Or at least I know I was. I mean, I've very much been touching it and trying to look into it.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at it.
So
But,
that is beer. That is Gabriel. Anybody else touch the ring? In any way,
No.
shape, or form?
I believe I was looking over the deputy lady, so I don't think I touched it.
Okay.
I probably really
Me.
wanted to touch it, but if they already had it, then I would.
You were busy touching other stuff.
Oh, that's right. I was distracted by other things. Never mind.
I would happily let you touch it. Do you want to touch it, Z? Did you want to touch the ring, Z?
A ring with a skull on it? No thanks.
A gold skull with ruby eyes, so shiny.
If she's gonna touch it, she's gonna touch it when you're not looking.
So shiny.
Incredibly liquid.
He just like chucks it at her. Ah.
So, Gabriel, beer.
Yep.
Since you are the two that touched the ring, I need you both to make me will saving throws, please.
Nice.
Okay.
God,
Okay.
my least successful saving throw.
I can fist you. Don't worry.
Damn, I should have been the one to hold on to it.
11. Oh
Because
no.
my natural one would have been an 11.
Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I need to do
I
something
can
real
fist
quick.
you.
Give me a second.
Oh,
Oh no.
Because I have a plus 10 to will saves.
Alex, that dice just happened to fall off the table. I don't think that counts.
Yeah.
It was cocked.
Off the table doesn't count.
Oh well, peeps.
oh well. Oh, Alex.
This is how they
messages a certain
die.
couple of people,
Oh,
died.
no.
or how we
They're
die.
mind controlled.
This is how we die. I think we all lose to Gabriel.
No, not
This
if
is
all.
why
Not
I
if
stay
we all do.
in the dark. This is
There
why I
was-
stay in the dark heart by myself.
Oh no, I got the dagger. There was nothing special about the dagger he had, right? It's just a
Just regular dagger.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I will not hesitate to cast gun because it's
Okay.
interesting.
Oh.
So, hold on one second. I need to.
Anyways, we started blasting.
I need to grab an actual physical
Alex,
notes I
you-
had.
we checked and Gabriel's his dice was cocked, so he needs to
Oh.
roll
It fell.
Okay. Yeah. No, you
So
both
it
fail.
didn't count.
No. No. I'll make you all roll.
Uh-oh. Never mind.
Okay, are you sure? I
Oh,
don't mind. I'll
No,
have a
no.
plus then.
You won't. No.
I don't mind.
Okay. Beer and Gabriel. As you are on your second night of sleep, yeah. Nope, that's not what I needed. So, as you go ahead and go to sleep with the rest of your as the rest of your comrades do, Gabriel and Beer, you eventually find yourselves opening your eyes in an area around darkness, and you both see each other there. Actually, funny enough.
Okay.
As you do, kind of looking at each other, kind of staring silently. You hear a whisper to the side of you, and as you look, you see a large lotus flower standing within the darkness, seeming to have not quite bloomed yet. Let's see here. Oh, yes. So, you see a large black lotus flower that seems to have not quite bloomed. As you kind of stare within the darkness, you do see various voices, whispers, seeming to come from the direction of the lotus flower. What do you two do?
Well, it seems like I'm dreaming, right?
You both definitely know that you fell asleep, or at least went to lie down.
I'm not aware of anything. Nothing. It just feels like darkness, right? There's no other sense around.
As you kind of look around, there's really nothing that stands out. You can definitely see within the darkness. It's not like you're completely blind. And as you kind of look at your feet, you do kind of maybe take a few test steps, and it's almost like you're stepping like on a sheet of water.
Okay. Well, I know I can't think for a sec. There's whispers. I will tell what the whispers are. I will attempt to listen more carefully.
Do you step closer?
Doesn't seem like I shouldn't, so yes.
All right. Beer, what are you doing?
So you said it's like a watery surface that we're on. Is there anything else around us?
No, it's just the lotus flower.
Mm,
And you do see Gabriel at this point kind of approaching the lotus flower.
well, Bear's first thought would probably be like, why is he here? It's like I didn't drink that much. I don't know. Beer's a cautious person. Do I still have like my any kind of gear that I would usually have?
You have your normal clothes, that's it. Same for Gabriel.
I'm still dangerous.
Fair enough.
Oh yes, I'm naked. Oh no.
Please
Oh no,
no.
I'm naked. I can only cast Divine Gun.
But Gabriel's walking towards it, right?
Yes.
Beer's honestly gonna maintain to his normal things. Not going near that thing. There's no reason to.
Okay.
He's gonna observe.
I'm going to do something real quick here.
I mean, he's probably still listening because he's right now he's analyzing situation.
One second.
Continue with your story. I will be recording it down for future reference.
That's fine. Okay, there it is. Stopped. All right, cool. So as you approach the flower, the lotus flower, the whispers do get a little louder. However, as you kind of approach and are hearing these whispers, they seem incoherent, almost like gibberish being whispered on the wind. However, as you do approach closer, you do see it, the lotus flowers slowly start to open. As you go ahead, watch as the lotus opens, you do see, as it fully blooms, in the center of the lotus flower, it is like a red center to it. And standing in the center of this flower can only be described as almost like a regal looking woman made of darkness. Long, like gray hair, not from age, but something both natural and unnatural. Gray skin with a long, almost like robes, that she is wearing, made of what can only be seen like the darkest of night. And as the Black Lotus fully opens and she becomes apparent, she slowly opens her eyes to look at you two. She looks at the both of you, kind of looking at the both, kind of watching. Is there anything you do at this time?
I stopped, closed, and went.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I guess stop approaching, and I'll just while not while less cautious than Beer is, not just approach ladies walking out of lotuses. I'll stop and observe.
She does eventually walk out. And as she kind of looks at it, she does slowly approach the both of you. As she does, she seems to be in thought before kind of pausing, and she seems to be about a foot away from you both, if you do allow her to get that close. Before nodding and thinking for a moment longer before, annoyances, and she's gonna reach out and try and grab both of you.
I will pose and, well, not just let someone grab, but I gotcha.
I need a reflex save from the both of you as you try and dodge out of the way. I'm looking for a 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
God.
there.
Can Beer do it?
Reflex is my low save.
I got 2 more than you last time.
Okay.
Oh
There's a
shit!
number.
Here's a pro.
I do a backflip out of the way.
Beer, you see that you are like a trained fighter. You know what's coming. And even as she reaches out her hand, it feels like time stops for a moment. Your quick reaction allows you kind of dodge out of the way, and almost like in slow motion, you flip away. However, Gabriel, you are not so lucky as she reaches out and touches you right on the shoulder. Gabriel, you have a lot of HP, right?
I have a number, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I don't think this will kill you outright. I don't.
Fuck.
Don't think.
Let's see. It's 4 of those. Okay. I mean, even if it maxes out, I don't think it's gonna kill you outright. It's fine. Because I think it still has to double. Well, yeah, we'll see.
Oh man.
What the fuck, dude?
Fine.
For okay. You take 20 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
As you feel this intense pain across your body, and Bear, you watch as Gabriel vanishes from the dream. She then turns to you and points at you, Beer. A message for your friends. Stay out of my business, or you should all die. And with that, she waves her hand, and with a cold sweat, you both wake up. Gabriel, you are in intense pain, especially in your shoulder area.
Ow. Alrighty. I will give it a little pat down. People are still sleeping. Morning, I will ask one of our medics.
It is morning at this point.
Oh, it's morning now. Oh, excellent. Then around the breakfast table, I will consult.
I will ask one question. Do you look at your shoulder?
Oh yeah, I'll
Well, now.
As you kind of look at your shoulder and inspect it, you do find almost like a strange tattoo has been laid in on your shoulder.
Is it familiar? Does it look familiar?
It just looks like it. Actually, yes. Funny enough, it does. It looks like a tattoo of a black lotus.
Oh boy. Okay. Sure.
Probably nothing.
Oh, I'm sure it's probably something.
Nah.
But yeah, you all wake up at this point. I would say probably like 10, 15 minutes later, the rest of your companions would wake up, having been fully rested. And eventually you do all stop for what is a later breakfast.
Brunch.
Brunch is appropriate.
Once we get the caravan does actually stop on this one, I want to pull Beer aside and converse about what happened.
Okay, how's that conversation start?
First of all, I want to ask was last night we saw each other in the same. I would hardly call that a dream. Yes. What did you see? What I felt? And I will attempt to reveal. I've been marked by this. I feel entity that means us harm should we interfere. I'll show Beer. I've been like did she? I noticed your excellent dream walking skills, but unfortunately she got a hold of me, and I've been marked of some sort. Do you have any? Does it look magic? Look like it? Will this leave a mark? But I don't have any way of detecting magic. I want to ask Beer, like, do you recognize this in any way? Your magic senses, very obviously Black Lotus, but that's pretty much it. Stung, hurt, left me weary this morning.
So you're pretty much like pulled me aside and you're like pulling the collar down, like, look at this.
Yeah.
He just kind of bites his thumb for a second. He's it's like it's a nice tattoo. I didn't know you had time to get it before we left.
I
And
do believe, you like when someone can take light of a weary situation. A worthy friend, should you ever call time my tribe the sun, but I fear time for jokes, even for myself. I fear I've been dragged into something I did not make the choice of. Give it a pat and kind of like, ooh, I'll wince, like, oh, kind of hurts.
what did you hear?
After she laid her hand on me, I was shunted from the dream. Nothing else. I'm not aware of anything else that she. I don't know. Once she laid her hand upon me, I was shunted from the experience. I'm left with a cold, searing reminder of our encounter.
May I give a bit of advice next time?
Why not?
If you see her again, punch the sodding witch in the throat.
Oh, beer. I will be attempting so much more. No, not the fury which she has awoken.
I was about to say,
Don't even know why she's mad, to be honest. Ugh. I do. If your knowledge of what is afflicting me is limited, that's nothing can be done. We will press onward and do our best, future, to deal with it, as many would say.
Bear slightly cocks his head to the side. Do we need to get it removed?
For now, I think it is fine.
I was about to say, if you had said yes, he was going to pull out his machete. He's like, I know the perfect way for it.
Oh god.
I think for now, seeing as you are not currently marked, only we should be wary. And until I know more, I disdain messing further, being further with. Ugh. Don't have to like it. But I believe we should press onward.
I agree. Less time wasted.
Gabriel, are you noticeably missing 20 HP?
After once the few hours pass, brunch. Now I would have covered probably.
All right.
Oh,
Say, I got some lay on hands for you if you don't.
He's already had a hand laid on him. Not again. Don't trigger.
He's got some PTSD about that.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Never mind. Somebody else do it.
Hand there, laying boy.
There's
Just a
one
tattoo of a dog.
one other thing you notice as your conversation kind of comes to an end, and Bear kind of turns their back on you to kind of walk away. Gabriel, something you notice, and I'm gonna assume, Beer, you kind of are wearing like a collared clothes, right?
Collared?
Yeah, like there's
Yeah, like the picture of him there. He's got like the whole padded armor, like as covered as much as possible.
let me see something real quick.
Do be cold.
I just wanna look at
But
something real quick here.
He's wearing it so no one can slit his throat as easily. Beer is black.
Very common.
Okay, so just to see something, It's not gonna be too difficult. Make me a perception check, Gabriel.
We'll see. Low rolls today.
Okay.
There's a roll.
As you do see Beer kind of walk away, you do see a little bit of the neck that's exposed, and as you kind of look towards like the nape of his neck, which isn't really covered by hair or anything, you do see a slight black mark just peeking over the tip of his scarf.
Damn you, Alex!
This one seems to be much smaller from what you see. And it seems to be an enclosed lotus, but you definitely see a bit there.
I gotcha. Well, if he
Oh,
I think that while not Gabriel's not one to call out things. If he didn't want to bring it up, I will. As of this moment, I see no reason to bring it up. Showed him mine. I see his. If he's I currently see no reason to bring it up. So I'm going to assume that he's aware of it as well. How far back in the neck does it look like?
It's like right there, like at the when the shoulder kind of meets the neck.
The nape of the neck?
Yeah, the nape of the neck
Okay.
is where you see it. Again, it looks much smaller than your tattoo. Looks like a
Obviously.
closed lotus, but it's definitely there.
Yeah, I do think like I don't see any reason to bring it up with him right now. If I'm going to go with the same assumption. I didn't see it. I was sent out sooner. Very obviously, I was in pain where I'd received. Going to go along with the line of thought that Beer is aware of the same, like, aware of it as well. If not, then, shoot me in the foot. But I won't currently bring it up. And I see no reason to point it out to him at this time. He wants to be silent about it. That's kind of is his own business.
All right.
I will say this for all the little markings he does have on his face. That'll probably be the most contrasting one because he does have like white line tattoos all over his face.
Right, but again, each person should be. I do believe, like, as much as I've interloped in a variety of things, and people's bubble, as it were. You didn't want. I took you aside and said, "Hey, look at this. Did you experience the same thing?" You didn't want to bring it up. It's kind of your business, and I will respect your desire to not mention it, or if you're unaware of it, that's again, I'm shooting myself in the foot to not be, hey, what's that? But I believe if you didn't bring it up, you didn't want to bring it up. I will just leave it at that. Leave you to your choices.
Makes sense.
I'm wrong. What am I supposed to do?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. If something changes, it's not locked in stone. But like as of right now, even noticing that, that same train of thought, like it's your business. If you want to keep it that way. We've only had one encounter, and we were told stay away. Probably not going to happen, but
Wait, so did Gabriel hear the same message?
No.
Okay.
This is really players conversing.
Okay.
But I'm not going. I see no reason to bring it up. Gabriel sees no reason to bring up the mark of a closed lotus tattoo. I will role play as necessary in the future.
I gotcha. I was making sure because Beer has not yet revealed what she had said.
Right.
So
no, Gabriel did not hear that. So no, I don't.
All right. So after this conversation, I presume you're all kind of around the makeshift fire, kind of having a makeshift breakfast and a
Actually, I was
makeshift
gonna
camp.
ask,
Okay,
could I
go
have gotten up nice and early to hunt something fresh for us? Because have a bunch of stuff in hunting.
Yes. Do you have hunting lore? I forget.
I do.
Yeah, you can either use survival or hunting lore.
I think it's the same in both, so I'll just do an 8. Bad.
Oh, buddy. You still get something, but it's not going to be...
You catch a rat.
No, not that. Well, there's no rats.
I think
Right.
he would have an existential crisis at this point.
No. So you kind of... You don't go for anything big. You look for this smaller sort of things you could catch. And you do manage to go ahead and catch 2 rabbits.
Hell yeah. I'll have made a little bit of stew.
All right.
Off the wall question here.
Uh-huh.
Is there a chance to get some herbs in the ice tundra of Nora? Like some ice herbs or something to make some tea?
That's like snow root.
It's probably extremely hard considering where you are right now. But if you wanted to, you could definitely try. It's gonna be a higher DC. It would be survival.
If it's survival, forget it. I do nature. I don't got nothing for this. Alright, forget it.
That's
Yeah,
worth a
make the
shot.
attempt.
Just try it.
You can definitely try.
Roll the die.
Alright, I'll try.
Do it.
I'll
do
give it a go.
Yeah.
11. Okay,
Not bad.
That's better
Not-
than his hunting.
not terrible.
True.
Why you gotta pick on the good boy? Why?
I'm just stating a facts.
That is kind of fair.
The twig with a berry.
No rabbit stew for you then.
Oh.
I didn't say this as in character, so shut up.
You do kind of, there is some forested areas, where there's a tree here and there, and you kind of look around the roots, and there's rocks. You find 2 things that kind of stand out and that you know are edible. There is a snow-capped mushroom, and there is frozen roots. Both are edible. They're usually eaten raw. Otherwise, if they're cooked, they lose their flavor. However, at least when they're cooked, they don't have any sort of odd properties that could affect you. So it's kind of the
Definitely.
trade-off. So a little bit more filling, a little bit more nutritious while they're raw, but they you can be tripping if you eat them. If they're cooked, less nutritious,
save 'em.
less filling. But they're not going to go on a freaking high.
Alright, well, I save them for a special occasion.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fair. You find 2 ice roots and 3 snow-capped mushrooms.
Snow-capped mushrooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't judge my naming. Okay, I suck at naming. Just leave me alone.
You know what? That'd be like totally sounds like a legitimate name for a mushroom around here. So
Yeah.
Totally does.
So-
Those are actual mushrooms.
wait, are they really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I have learned something today.
But they're actually edible.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm going to assume I didn't continue to know that, and they are going to make you trip balls if you eat them raw.
Technically,
Right.
everything's edible. Roll with mushrooms.
I think so.
Everything is
No.
edible.
That's
Yeah.
But
true.
these ones don't. These ones are actually nutritious and won't make you trip balls.
no, they'll make you trip balls.
They'll only make
That's
you
fine.
trip squares.
Anyways, that was horrible. That was bad. Shame on you.
Exactly.
Okay. As you go ahead and have the meal of kind of rations and a rabbit stew, a light snow, almost a light I want to say blizzard, seems to start to roll in along with the fog. Luckily, the fire seems to keep you warm, and there's some shelter with the carts. But just like any sort of desert or any other kind of barren land, the weather changes in almost like an instant. With little to do with preparing. I need all of you to make me perception check though.
Okay.
Perception.
Proceed.
Darn, that's a bad roll. I rolled a 2.
Oh, that's so weird. I hit. Oh, there it is.
And
Leg.
Yeah.
what do they have in?
I'm rolling as per normal here.
Okay. The only ones that see this are Z and Seer. Z, just for a moment, you almost kind of look out into the foggy land. It does get a little bit chillier. But you do notice, just for a moment, kind of like out the corner of your eye, almost like blue spheres out in the distance. But you take a look, kind of turn your head, and they're gone. Seer. You, however, as you're kind of looking about, you do see before Z turns her head, out in the distance, almost like lights opening up, 2 blue orbs looking in your group's direction. However, as you watch as soon as Z kind of turns her head, the orbs close, and you don't see them anymore.
Oh, like when I look at them, they close?
Yes.
Oh, okay, and that's why I only saw them for a second. Okay. Huh.
Guys, point
Was
to what I saw. Oh, I'm in the third cart now. I'm in the third cart, so no one's with me over here. I point over there, like I'm just, myself. I saw that.
Okay.
Are we still moving or are we eating?
I
Are
was
we
said
eating?
we were
you were kind of still camping about.
yeah, we were camping, we were eating.
Oh. Oh well, I point and I say, "There's something. Look over there. There."
Are you in your cart or are you out at the campfire with us?
I'm eating with everybody.
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah, because I'm
I
kind of looking
believe
in
I
that
was eating.
direction. I'll kind of tilt my head a bit, like squint out, like I thought I saw something, but maybe I didn't.
You saw something.
Well, I
Definitely.
thought I saw something. Did you see something?
Well, I saw something. Something out there looking at us.
Okay, like blue, like light orby things, right?
Yes. Right. Blue. 2 blue light orby things looking like eyes. Spot us.
Like eyes? Uh-oh. I wasn't sure what it was, but
This is the
Supposedly.
first time this has happened, so
As soon as
Well-
you all are talking,
Fair.
Sierra, you're like, well, and as soon as you say that, you hear a long, deep howl in the distance. It seems very far away, but you will definitely hear it.
oh, I guess they were
All right,
eyes.
guys, let's pack up.
Yep.
Let's pack up.
I pull out
Start packing
my
up.
I
Let's get
pull out my
going.
surgeon's tools and raise my shield and just get ready. I'm just getting ready for a fight.
As am I. I'm at your side holding my shield sword too.
Yeah, funny enough, everybody starts to pack up, get everything in his cart, post haste as you all kind of, you two kind of stand guard. You're able to pack up, No problem. Nothing comes out of the fog.
Do we know where that sound roughly came from?
It's kind of hard to tell, especially with the fog. I would say make me a survival check.
Okay, survival. 14, so average.
I would say, in comparison to where you are, because the trail is still there, for your group. Compared to the trail, it definitely leads towards the right. And judging where you are, you're definitely heading north, so it's probably towards the eastern region from where you are. And you're about, like, maybe about here at this point, like right at the tip of this, where this lake is. So if let me go ahead and draw it out. So you're like right here, and you probably heard it out like in this sort of direction.
Yep. Keep eyes to the east. I'm just gonna be. If everyone's all packed up, let's get out on the carts and start moving. We should keep a watch on east, at least east.
Agreed.
Yep, I'll keep watch. On the front. I'm in first. The first cart? Are we the first cart or the second cart? First cart.
You're in the
Beer,
first.
you're in the back cart, right?
Yes, Bear's default is as far back as it can get.
I'll just take center then. I have pretty good perception.
No, I'm in the third one. In my
Yeah.
cart.
After all the things Seer's done to the third cart, nobody
Did,
else
Se-
wants
Oh,
it.
did
no.
Seer just like take all the gear out of the cart and just make it his own?
I don't think he has that option. There's nowhere else really to put it.
Like, because all the carts would have been full of stuff, right? That was the.
That is true. Yes.
He's just cramped in there.
Just in
He's
there.
like a
Crammed in there.
Tetris piece. He's like a long Tetris piece.
Oh my god.
I fit
Like-
somehow.
I'd like to hang in the back of that one in case something comes up from behind us.
All right. Fair enough.
With your permission, Seer.
Problem.
As you'll kind of make your way northern, luckily it seems you don't really see anything suspicious per se. As that happens, eventually you do kind of move forward, and eventually you actually pull out of the fog into the light of day. And as you do kind of turn around, and as you notice, when it comes to the fog, as you kind of move away, you are going at a general place, but it seems like the fog itself, as you move away, it seems to be kind of moving away from you at a much quicker pace. It seems like at the same time as you're moving away from the fog is moving away from you. If that makes sense.
The fog is afraid of us, apparently. I stare at the fog, giving an intimidating glance, because why not? I'm just angry right now.
You stare at the fog stares back at you.
I shoot it with a god gun.
You shoot the fog shoots back at you.
Damn. If it...
Wait,
Damn.
what?
No, I'm joking.
I'm just mad, so I start casting god gun and pretty much shooting divine energy into the fog, because why not? I'm angry.
As you do
Wow.
so, funny enough, Darian, as you kind of shoot out the magic, as soon as you you feel the magic kind of hit the fog, and as soon as it hits the fog, you can tell it's like your spell just disappears.
All right, horse, please
I'm
go
bellowing
faster.
out
Come on now.
loud.
Let's go.
I'd like to yell at anyone who can use magic, stay away from that fog. It's mean. It eats your magic.
What has gotten into you?
I've done some experiments by accident.
Okay.
My magic disappeared as soon as it touched the fog. Or at least it got eaten, I think. I don't know.
Like I said, for horse, go faster. Come on now. Let's go.
As you kind of say, horse, go faster, you hear from the front, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. As the caravan comes to a screeching halt. And
Why are we stopping?
you hear a lot of commotion coming from the front.
What do we see up front?
I'm in the
Not what I want.
What do I see?
Do you hop out and look at the front?
Hop out? Heck no.
Take-
I
um,
do. I have no problem hopping.
As you all kind of hop, or those of you that do hop out and kind of look towards the front and see what's stopping, you do see, in the front.
actually, before you say that, if they hop out, can I just climb it up onto the top of the cart to look out?
You can actually. You would be able to see.
Okay.
That's
That's
probably what I'm gonna do too.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Well, you're in your own cart.
Okay.
But I can do what I want in this cart.
Yeah.
As you all look out, you do see, and out in the distance, maybe like 15 feet away, from the caravan at this point, you do see a figure walking towards your cart, or the carts, or the caravan. They're on the trail, as it were. You see them kind of limping and holding an arm. And make me a perception check. All of you. Everybody that's looking.
Aww.
To say I helped
Wow.
out.
Everyone except for Z, unfortunately. As you kind of look beyond the man, you do see that it's in like kind of, I wouldn't say pattern, but you can definitely see there's a little bit of a trail, sporadically. You do see kind of spots of red. And as you look closer at the man, you do see that he looks fucked up. However, before any of you can react immediately, and Michael's looking at this as well, looking very panicked, you watch about maybe 12, 13 feet away from the cart, the man just plops face first into the ground.
I'd like to get out of the cart, pull
Call out
out
Seer.
my tools, and see if I can just heal him real quick. My medicine.
As you kind of run over, go ahead and roll medicine real quick.
19.
19. As you kind of reach the body, as soon as you kind of touch him and you look over him, you can definitely tell he does not seem to be breathing, and he is no longer of the living.
Well, Seer, this may be your expertise. We got a corpse over here.
Michael kind of walks out. You do see
All right,
this.
I'll take care of it.
Jesus Christ!
You are way too excited for that, dude.
So there's some things you notice right away. This man seems to be in a uniform. Make me, I think, Darian and Gabriel, you specifically, and Arcanus, actually. Arcanus, you're gonna know immediately, actually. But Darian and Gabriel, make me society.
Woo.
Nat 20.
Hey, there we go.
Ooh.
And Gabriel, you know,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Gabriel Darien, you know immediately as you kind of look over the uniform, this is a uniform of Steelford. Arcanus, you know immediately because you've seen this before. You know, it's kind of gray, with black over, kind of almost like a skin suit. No, not skin suit. Like almost like a water suit. What's the actual
Wetsuit?
like a wetsuit? Yes. Definitely made to like keep in heat. As well as almost like padded armor. That's gray with the crest of a shield. With a pattern of an iron, or an iron, a hammer on it. And which you know is the crest of Steelford. As you kind of look at this, you do see that this man is from Steelford, and as Michael kind of approaches from behind, looking at him, kind of like his hand over his mouth, he looks at all of you, looking a little bit of panic, and it's like, that's a guard for the runners of the Steelford region.
Wow, that's not good.
And as you all are kind of left with this man on the road,
Isn't that less competition?
Yeah, but we don't want them to die.
It's not a competition where everyone wins. Everyone technically wins when they arrive with supply.
Oh, I'm
they were.
not.
That's-
Everybody's supposed to arrive.
Everyone's supposed to arrive. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I haven't been here too long. Haven't really heard of it.
They could not. I guess I'll just ask Michael. They could not have stopped for more than 2 days of a distraction. This man is something. Oh, we're on the same trail as this guy.
are. And as you look
And
towards
he's coming from the direction we're going.
it is, as you look in that
Oh, dear.
direction, the realization setting in that you are heading the direction this man came from. We'll end our session there for today.
What?
Yep.
Yay!
Aw,
Oh no!
I would like to loot the body.
Jesus.
Why?
boy.
Why?
Because useful
Just grab the
supplies. Who
big
knows?
sack.
He doesn't need it anymore.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Why?
Not really.
Jeez, even the
sure.
rogue wasn't gonna do that.
We're probably gonna find out. Well, there's a chance we'll find the caravan.
I don't really condone. I would not really be pleased to see sort of attempt to rummage caravan, like guard of sorts. At least
It's mostly looking for if there's any notes of.
if you're checking pockets,
Like-
whatever, I don't care. But like, no.
I'm not going to
removing
take.
clothes.
I'm not removing clothes. I'm just checking
Okay.
pockets.
Checking
Um,
pockets. It's fine.
I would say, as you kind of check his pockets, you do find a sort of badge, which is reminiscent of, again, sort of an emblem showing that he is a guard of Steelford. It kind of looks like a sheriff's badge with the logo on it. You do see there's a rapier at his side, which seems to actually be bent and broken. And you do manage to find 5 silver on him.
Mm.
But his armor is actually torn to shreds.
Right.
I would like to just yoink the badge. Because if we can't bring him back, might as well bring something back of him.
Yeah. In any sort of. Yeah.
Ser-
Does he have any sort of identification?
Yeah,
Like
um,
dog tags?
No, the closest thing is that badge.
That's fine.
So I'll just take it and put it in a nice protected place in my bag.
As Sir goes over and collects the corpse in his large bag.
I'm reluctant to give Sue the corpse, but still.
I'm not gonna.
Anything after, I don't know. It's fine. I'm not. There's not really any place. If Seer wants
There's
to take it,
no.
that's one
there's
thing. There's not really a place for us to just start collecting corpses to return somewhere. taking methods of identification. One thing, collect that, turn it in, whatever it needs to be. Sierra wants to take the corpse, space, and the weight onto his dragon. Don't really see a reason. Just no.
I see it's odd that he's collecting the corpse. I'd just like to stare him in the eyes real quick as he does that. Imitating the eyes thing for no reason.
Yeah, so, oh my god. Just, you
Beard-
guys.
Beard doesn't care as long as you don't throw the body in some water.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
geez.
do not put the corpse in the supply caravan.
But yeah, unfortunately, that's all I have prepared at this time. Next session should be relatively longer.
I stare back.
So
Yeah, there's a
there's that.
thing that tore a previous caravan asunder. We're headed right to it.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure we're stronger than this guard.
You're right.
Remember, everybody, that this guard died. And I'm gonna make everything better. Don't worry, it's all gonna work out at the end. Like, see me take the body. Let's go. To
If I don't remember, I want to at least state now. I remember from this point on, I don't want to just ride in the back in any sort of way. I'll tend to ride up front. Not like I wouldn't have been already, but there's no reason to be. I'm going to be on edge, I guess you'd say,
Okay.
the rest of the way.
Okay.
I don't know what that would really do thematically, but it is not currently at the point from this point once we pick it up to not be on edge because something happened. Something bad happened.
That's fair.
Yep.
You can ride up with us.
I'm sure everything's just completely safe. It's probably just a lone guard out there in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure everything's fine.
He should have rolled better.
He should have
Maybe
stayed
they're
alive
setting
for a
up
little
an ambush.
I mean, he stayed alive here. That's how long he had it. We'll find out.
Go find out.
In the next same bat time and bat channel.
Yep.
Alrighty then.